And if we are to give our children a future with more opportunity rather than less, then we have to make the sort of choices our parents and grandparents made. Like raising the minimum wage and raising it to $15 an hour, however and wherever we can. Choices like paying overtime pay for overtime work and making it easier for people to bargain collectively for better wages for all of us. And how about this one? In the land where we understand our diversity is our strength, and we are made better every generation by the arrival of new Americans to our country, how about we get wages to go up by removing the drag on wages, which is to allow 11 million of our neighbors to have to live and to work in the off-the-books and shadow economy, and instead let us pass comprehensive immigration reform for all. And in other days, it was not too much to ask our federal government to protect Main Street from the excesses on Wall Street. Glass-Steagall worked for 70 years. We should reinstate Glass-Steagall, and we should reinstate it today. And here's another one. We should learn from the mistakes of our past. We were promised great things from NAFTA, weren't we? Yep. But in return, we got empty factories and empty pockets. I am opposed to the Trans-Pacific Partnership and any secret trade deals we're not. So look, in conclusion, I know when a guy stands before you and he has 4% national name recognition and he tells you he's running for president, that there is a fine line between delusion and imagination. But I'm not imagining this. Our country is looking for new leadership. We elected in Barack Obama president, not a magician. There were 30 years of bad economic choices that were made before we elected Barack Obama. No one president can get things moving in a better direction in just 8 years. Because the truth is, we have so concentrated corporate power and wealth in the hands of so few that it's literally taking opportunity out of the homes and the wallets and the neighborhoods of the many. And when any nation reaches this point in her history, we have to make better choices to make our economy work for all of us again. We've done it before in the Gilded Age, and we elected a new leader. A new leader arose in Teddy Roosevelt, who took on the trust, who understood this important overriding truth on Labor Day that I bring to you, and it is this. Our economy is not money. It is people. It is all of our people. The poet... Yeah. And so when I started 90 days ago, I was at 1%. Then we worked hard all across Iowa, where whatever the influence of big money, while we're at it, let us all work together to overturn Citizens United to get our democracy. The great thing about Iowa is that one person makes a difference in Iowa. And the inevitable front runner is usually inevitable right up until the people of Iowa have their say. And you insist on meeting each of us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I saw a woman in Jefferson County the other night, and she said, "This is my 3rd time seeing you." And I said to her, "Well, how am I doing?" She said, "You're doing very well. I'm seeing a lot of growth." So we started at 1%. Worked hard in Iowa, spent more time here than any other candidate, and we rose to 3%. And then we worked hard for another couple of months, and a poll 2 weeks ago said we were up to 7%.
Wow.
Which means I've got the front runners right where I want them. So look, in conclusion, the great poet laureate of the American dream, Bruce Springsteen, once asked, Is a dream a lie if it don't come true? Or is it something worse? You and I together have the power to make that American dream real and true in our own time. To look at the challenges we face and turn them into opportunities. And one of the biggest opportunities we face right now for job creation and a safer, healthier, better future for our kids is clean energy. I am the first candidate to put forward a plan to move us to a 100% clean electric grid by 2050, and let us hope I'm not the last. And look what you're already doing here in Iowa. 30% of your energy now comes from wind. Yeah, the great thing about those big blades and those big parts that you see rumbling down your highway is they're too damn big to make any sense to import them from China. You have to build it here in the United States of America. So let's together make that dream true and real again. Last week in Iowa, I rolled out 15 strategic goals to rebuild the truth of the American dream we share. The difference between a dream and a goal is a deadline. And each of these strategic goals have deadlines attached to them, like cutting youth unemployment in half in the next 3 years, eradicating childhood hunger. We are a great and a generous people, and our best days are still in front of us if we have but the courage it takes to remember the principles and the values of those who built this country before us, to understand the obligation we have to our kids, and to put forward the new leadership that can bring us forward. Look, a lot of people look at me and they say, man, you're facing some tough odds. Well, guess what? There's a lot of people that look at each of you and says that the odds of your passing the American dream onto your kids living and well are also tough odds. I kind of like a tough fight. It's the hidden God's way of telling us we're fighting for something worth saving. Yep. And on this Labor Day, I conclude with this. Our kids' future is worth saving, the American dream is worth saving, our country is worth saving, and our planet is worth saving. I'm in this to win this. I need your help, and I thank you for hearing me out.
Thank you, Governor. I'm glad he's here for a while. I was afraid I'd be accused of the guy who spoke the longest today, so I want to thank the Governor for his work and his record. He's been a great advocate of working people. We've got, while everybody's here, there's a couple other people we want to hear. We have